Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.
That's about it. I mean, for me, it's just memories and families and good times and just recording my work, I guess. At the moment, it's just I'm working on my work. I can't really take amazing photos. I'm not extremely good at it, but that's all it is, really, for me. That was a long answer.
Okay, so, I've been chasing after you. Give me some photos. You gave me 3 photos. And I know it feels a bit awkward, but don't worry. It won't be awkward. We're going to talk about...
It'll all be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fun. It should be fun. I hope.
That's you. That's the usual conversation with you, once every 5 years. Talk crap. Laugh your head off.
Don't be mean.
It's all good.
So
and now it's recorded and it'll be proof. There'll be proof.
Okay, fine. So okay, well, you know what? I'm going to put you on the spot. You ready? Are you ready? Okay, so here's the thing. I grew up with both my parents working, and in the Sadon El Fassi clan, women are very strong. So I grew up with very strong female figures, and, I always was very conscious of my mom working hard and being a really strong sort of feminist, even though she would call herself a feminist, or maybe she would, but I was always really conscious of the fact that that's her, like a very strong woman. And I tend to be attracted to strong women. Delian's a very strong woman. And, when I came to Israel when I was 17 and I hung out with you and your friends, I was really kind of discovering you as a person. And ever since then, and actually I've always known you to be this strong, independent, full-on woman. And then when I came to Sydney and hung out with you, it's like I love the cloud of friends you have, because it's like everybody else was like a normal human being. And then there's Maya, who's just like a force of nature. You're full-on. Like, you are definitely full-on. And just give it back. Just give it. No, but I mean it. I mean it. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my eyes. I'm being fucking serious. I'm being serious.
Thank you.
You think it's a family thing? Like, what is it? Our grandmother was pretty dragon strong, full on. But, like, what was your mom like? Because...
Well, I think it's a combination, right? I mean, if we think of our grandmother and what she endured and, dragging along 6 children, single mom, making an aliyah to Israel. I mean, at the time, that would have been like crazy, absolutely crazy. Mm-hmm. And she did it, and it was like, you have to do it, right? Whether we got that from those genes, I think women in general are pretty strong. I have yet to meet a woman that is not strong. And maybe it's the women that are attractive. Maybe it's just the ability to see that in others. So, you saw that in your mom, and then you can identify some of those qualities in other women around you, and then you appreciate it and you're attracted. And I think, my husband will probably say the same thing. He likes those qualities. But, we all have our moments. I'm sure that doesn't mean if you're a man or a woman, we have places where we go to where we don't show it. But when we need to turn up, we turn up full force and ready to go. And whatever it is that our purpose or soul or desire or whatever it is that we want to do. And so whether it's genetic, whether it's, something that you work on, I think that's a bit of both. There's something that you can develop and something that we kind of were born with. But someone just said to me the other day, like, you're phenomenal. Like, you came here, you're on your own, and because I went into the whole, what have I really achieved? And then she started listing all these things. I'm like, And she said, really, like, you have no support here. When you first got here, you kind of just turned up and in a foreign country and this and that, and you made your friends and your businesses and husband and this and that, and you built a life. And I'm like, I guess. So yeah, it's a combination. Look, but hey, I've had my moments of total weakness, but I guess it's about getting through them, right? To get you,
of course,
stronger. And what is it? It's your bounceability. So I don't think it has anything to do with a woman or a man. It's just The
Right.
more you fall, the more you get up, and the more you continue.
Right. I was just invited to speak at this series called Failability or something. And the idea being that rather than always talking about how people succeed, you talk about how you failed.
Lovely.
So for people to really appreciate how you reach achievement and success or whatever you want to call it, you have to fall. And if anything, for every time I have succeeded, there are probably 8 times where nothing really happened and 1 time when I really failed.
Mm.
Yeah, I've been chasing after you. You are in Sydney, Australia. You sent me 3 images. I know you just finished a kind of a seminar course, and also from the posts that I see from you, how would you describe the stage you're in your life right now?
I think the last 10 years was like a whole bunch of far out. This is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like one crash after another, and I'm like, what is going on? And now I feel like it's all going to come together. All these massive crashes, and they're just going to turn into this full, as Tony Robbins calls it, massive action and moving forward in like full speed. But I'm ongoing with these courses. So the
Oh,
picture that I've
okay.
sent was actually from this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the post was just a little light bulb that fell today during the course. But I guess this has
Hmm.
all been a build up of all these years of like 25 years of personal development.
Right. I recognize myself in a lot of this as well.
Mm.
So, of the 3 photos, which one would you like to talk to first? And by the way, you always have a very signature look, and I love the hair. So, which one?
Yeah, thanks. That's good. You got it before a haircut. It's getting too long.
I'm just looking now at the 3 you sent. Are you in an ice bath?
Yeah, I just did it the other day. I haven't done an ice bath in a long time. And I said to Bill the other day, can you get some ice for me? I just want to do it here. And,
Nice.
by the time I jumped in, as you can see, there wasn't much ice left. It was still cold, but it
Why did
wasn't
it take so long for you to get in?
to do an ice bath. Oh, it was just it was a really, really hot day. And then
Ah,
in hindsight, we should have bought 5 or 6 bags of ice. We only got 3. And thinking we'll be
ah.
right once we put the water in. And the water took forever to actually fill up. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to jump in and then we'll just move the ice over here.
Nice, nice, nice. So, which picture do you want to go into first?
um,
Let's do the what's that called? The cartoons. So, is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So, if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes, shooting it raw.